Have you recently ripped a hole in your tent or maybe your jacket? Well, unfortunately, we actually have, and we're going to show you how to repair it. So how did this happen? On our last camping trip with our hot tent, we managed to put 3 tiny new holes, or maybe 4, right inside the top of the tent. We messed up by putting some tissue into the stove. The fire had such a strong draft that it quickly sent the paper that was still burning right up out of the chimney. We actually noticed the dark pieces on the top of the tent and we were thinking, oh, that's just tree debris. But there wasn't any trees nearby. It was actually the ash. Unfortunately, this left us with several small holes, so we are going to show you how to patch it up. We're going to be using Tenacious Tape for this repair. It's actually super strong tape, and they even say it's better than duct tape, and it will stick to any outdoor fabrics. We're going to be using the general purpose tape. We actually had a green roll, but since our tent is brown, we didn't really want a green patch on it, so we ended up ordering a clear version. They make all different kinds of tape for specific needs. We didn't actually realize they make a sil nylon patch, which is designed for silicone treated fabric, which our tent is. They do have a couple different types. They have a nylon, which is like for flexibility outerwear, and ripstop nylon. They even actually make a neoprene patch. So you could have a wetsuit, have the hole, need to fix it, they got it. If you have a special type of fabric or special need, just check their website to see if they have that tape specific for it. To patch it, it's a pretty simple process. You clean it, you patch it, and then you let it set for 24 hours. They actually suggest using an alcohol, but we're going to use warm water so we don't damage the waterproof coating. They also mention you should do it when it's between 50 and 104 degrees for best results. So if you're storing your gear in your garage, you might want to bring it inside so it warms up a bit before patching it. Let's open this roll and show you what's in it and how big it is. Has a little clip on it. Take that off. This right here is 3 inches by 20 inches. Since our holes are just about pin size, we are just going to do about 1 inch of repair. It actually says to go about 1/2 inch around it or give yourself a little brim around it. So luckily this tape actually has pre-squares on it, and 4 squares equal 1 inch. So we're just going to go up to the 5th one and give ourselves a little extra bit to work with. Unfortunately, we know we have at least 3 holes, but we might have more. We're going to go ahead and cut at least 2 strips that will make 4 patches out of it. We're going to go ahead and cut along the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to cut straight across. We're going to go ahead and do that again. So we have another set. We're going to cut this piece in half. And then we are going to round off the corners so that we don't have to worry about them catching on anything. It is actually recommended to round them off. Not the best circle maker, but it works. The tape has an actual cut on it, so it's easy to get the backing off. But since we cut it in half, one of these circles is gonna be super easy to get off, and the other one's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get the backing off. One thing to point out, it was Greg who put the tissues in the fire.
We're not going to judge. It just is what it is. Problem with repairing such a giant tent is it's gigantic, and so we'll have to actually find the holes.
At least we know it is by a door. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
This one definitely went all the way through. That one's bad.
I'm just going to take a moistened towel. I'm just going to gently rub right around it. Just make sure we get all any dirt off. Luckily the area seems to be pretty clean. So we're gonna want to make sure that we pull it really tight when we place it on the material. We're gonna peel off the backing. This was one of the easy ones. And we're going to place this so it's centered of it. Rub it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. Now, if this was a very high trafficked area, we would put it on the other side as well.
So shine the light from below and see if it looks any different. So that clear patch almost disappears.
Yeah, it does.
So if this happened out in the field, would you be comfortable actually patching it when we're out?
Yeah, I think this would be, it's pretty easy. I mean, as long as I have something to clean off the area, I think I would definitely have the patches that have the cut on it. Maybe have these in our emergency kit, not the ones where I have to try to struggle to get the back off. I didn't do that one very centered, but I think it's good enough. Since these two holes are so close together, we're going to use one of the strips that we cut just a little bit earlier. But that seems like it would fit perfectly. So we're going to round off the edges. It's almost like it's a Band-Aid. We're putting a Band-Aid on it. I am pretty impressed at the clear. I mean, it looks like the tent. I mean, if you didn't know that there was holes on there, you might not know that there was a fix. Since that was so easy, we're gonna go ahead and pre-cut some different sizes and shapes of this so that we'll have them in our repair kit when we'll put that inside of our emergency kit so it's all together. That way we are prepared, especially if we're out backpacking or car camping.
If you have any grueling repair stories out from the trail, we'd be interested in hearing it down in the comments below.
Go check out this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.